The Philadelphia Flyers on the road, taking on the Buffalo Sabres tonight. Connor Hart in there for Florida. And Luukkonen for the Sabres. Big price here, $1.80 or so. I see as low as $1.65 and as high as $1.85 right now at DraftKings. 20-cent difference there. Total mostly 6.5 over 25 or over 30 here, a little bit. And Philadelphia, let's take a look. Maybe I'm seeing different goalie here now at a few sites, and I will update it if that's the case. Could be Urson in there today. Let me check one more site. Because when I came in this morning, I'm going to go with Urson. Yeah, I think we're seeing more. Still seeing one site hanging on here with, um, and I'm going to go with Levi here. Actually, I think I'm more split on this one. What do you guys? Do you guys have anything on the goalies situation here? In this one, let's take a look at the matchup here. Man, hard to believe we're already 10 games in for a lot of these teams already. So already 10, 12% of the schedule here. All right, Philadelphia coming in 4-5 and 1. Buffalo 5-5 right now. And this one, I think the move is mostly on Philly at this point. Yeah, maybe I'm showing a high line there of $1.80. It looks like most of the lines here have fallen to a dollar, like I said, $1.65, $1.70 um, here in this one. So I don't know. That seems almost reasonable. Maybe I'm leaving the Buffalo money up there because that's the way I want to. That's the way I kind of wanted to go with this one. I'm always down on the Flyers. Um, I'm they're doing pretty well so far. Shout out to my Flyer fans out there. If you're watching today, this has been a pretty good situation, but it's not a good situation when you play the Buffalo Sabres if you're the Philadelphia Flyers. I know my Flyer fans know that. They've lost 7 out of the last 9 games against uh, Buffalo, and often it's been because of poor defense. The Flyers usually give up a lot of goals to Buffalo. Fernando says he will go under here. Brent says he's got this one 7 goals today, it looks like. Fernando is on the Sabres here as well. I kind of want to take the Sabres. Maybe I'll leave that line up there, but Brent says easy money tonight with the Sabres. Who wants to lay $1.80? I don't, but I don't necessarily this one. I'm not sure. I'm not very confident in uh, Buffalo necessarily on the puck line. Both these teams have been, among the best puck line teams so far, and that's usually what I like to see. Let me take a look. I think they're both 7-3 on the puck line thus far, and the Flyers are 3-1 on the puck line on the road, and 7-2 of the puck line is an underdog. So they've been hanging in there for sure. I don't want to lay it with Buffalo. Maybe it will be 4-3. It feels like it's going to be higher scoring than that. It feels like it's going to be 5-4 or something. Quite honestly, I feel like let's just go with Buffalo. I think you guys know where I'm headed uh, with that one. We'll see. Buffalo's 3-6 to the under so far, and Philadelphia's 4-5 to the under. This is, I'm already. Like I said, I thought I saw a 7 out there. No, 6.5 over 30 pretty much everywhere. Over 35 at some spots as well. South Point opened it 7 under 35 and have since moved to 6.5 over 35. That's almost the same line. And I'll just take the Sabres here minus. I'll say $1.80. I know I can go out there and get $1.65 at some places, and I'll probably do that. That seems a little cheap if the Flyers, especially if the Flyers don't have Connor Hart in there, and if the Sabres have Levi, that even makes it feels that much better, right? I think Levi. I'm I'm high on Levi. I think he is going to be a goaltender in the league for a very long time. I think I'm not, you know, there are better hockey experts out there than me. I'm just listening to what those hockey experts say, and from what I see, I agree. So. We'll see. Could be Luukkonen in there. I don't have a problem with him either if he's in the game. I definitely like having Urson in there instead of Connor Hart. So there's no doubt about that. Just gonna see if I had maybe a little bit of clarification on the goalie, but we'll move on unless you guys have some comments. Here come your comments. And Brent says, "Don't forget in regulation," and a lot of times I do. It's just not something I recommend on the show because we don't sell that selection on Tony's picks. We give you a winner. We don't have that option available yet. Lukanen likely here, so let's go ahead and now that we see that, let's go ahead and get Devin Levi out of there and go back to Lukanen. That's fine. Not worried about it. But like I said, Urson definitely is unconfirmed here, but I think more are showing Urson in there than Hart. Lukanen was in the starters crease, according to the beat writer today. Lukanen 3-1 with a 2.6 goals against. He does have a shutout, of course, this season, 92.5% save percentage for Urson. 0-2-1, by the way, for Urson for a Flyers team that's 4-5-1. So 4.8 goals against and a dismal save percentage. Absolutely the worst in the league so far, 76%. But he did have that one stretch in there. So, he'll go back up. He's not gonna. Nobody's gonna save 76%. But all right, Flyers are due. Who said it? Oh, it's Mike, of course. Yep. Mike says the Flyers are due. They've lost 3 straight, and they were all at home. They're going on the road here now, and I'm just chalking it up to a hot start. I'm always going to be down on. I'll let you know when I've changed my mind on Philadelphia. I'll take Buffalo here today. The New Jersey Devils and the St. Louis Blues. NHL action for Friday night. In this one, I'm showing. We'll see. Let me check the goalie situation here because I think we're going to see Akira Schmid in goal today now since the last time I typed this up. Schmid here, probably the expected goalie. Neither goalie's been confirmed yet, but more sites reporting Schmid in there, and I'm seeing mostly $1.40, $1.50, maybe even $1.55 here for New Jersey on the road. And the total, however, I'm seeing, um, yeah, that was just a typo. There was never any 6.5s out there. 6.5 over 20 for the most part. Maybe it opened 6.5 over 15. Some books may even opened a little bit higher and could be as high as 6.5 over minus 125 right now. This one's at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. And we've seen a little bit of stretch here to the over of late from sharps, but I'm not too into that right now. I'd probably be more interested in taking uh, St. Louis at home, quite frankly. Let's take a look. New Jersey's off to a great start. Of course, they've been terrific. 6-2-1 record thus far. But St. Louis hasn't been terrible, and they do have a couple of wins at home already. New Jersey's undefeated on the road at 3-0 so far. But if I'm going to get some plus money here, I'm probably going to be interested in that. Here's the thing about New Jersey, they haven't been now. Granted, at home they weren't covering puck lines. That was a problem. They were winning games by just a goal or so. New Jersey, as a puck line favorite, 2-7 right now, but 2-1 as a puck line favorite on the road. But that's I think in I don't know if it was both of those wins they were getting. I think one maybe they were laying and one maybe they were getting. So whatever the case may be, I think that it kind of favors St. Louis puck line, but it's too high of a price. I know that right now, even without checking, I don't want it. So yeah, it's almost $2. So give me a new St. Louis here. I actually think New Jersey's starting to get overrated just a little bit in the price, and I'll take it down. I'll take it down here to oh, let's see here. I think a dollar. I'll call it dollar uh 45. Okay, that's even cheaper. Give me plus $1.25. I think we can get more than that wherever we go, but just want you to feel comfortable when you get to the window here. And uh I'm gonna take St. Louis in this one. And Brent says Devils 5-2 on a back. That's dating back to last season, I think. Here, Josh says he can't name a player on either team. Sometimes I can't either, Josh. That's fine. That's not what we're all about. But I bet if I read to you some of the guys in the lineup tonight, you'd know. Well, maybe not. But I think that's the one great thing about hockey, because of you're always going to see, the two or three lines in there coming in, right? That's what makes it great. You got to have a balanced team, but let's see tonight. So I mean, look at New Jersey. I mean, come on, guys who are putting up some big numbers so far for New Jersey: Hughes, Toffoli, Bratt, Meyer. These guys are really doing it right now. Even some top-notch defensemen in there, Hamilton. So there's some, these guys probably do. certainly bigger names really than St. Louis right now. But all right, thanks you guys. I'll take St. Louis though.